We're going to need an electrician.
No, you're gonna need a priest. Hospitals are the home of a lot of creepy things, right? A lot of stories come from hospitals because, let's just face it, some people die at the hospital. And if there's anything like the afterlife that is going to manifest itself, it's probably going to be around a hospital when you think about it. So, naturally, hospital stories are pretty freaky, and we're gonna react to one today. Make sure to head on over to Spook's channel, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and if you like reaction videos like this, make sure to click subscribe on this channel as well. Let's get into the story.
I was sitting at the nurse's station, reading trashy tabloids and drinking coffee when Olga, the other nurse on duty, poked my arm.
Oh, dang.
The little girl escaped, she said with a giggle.
Little girl?
What? She pointed to the security camera feed. Little Madeline was standing in the hallway, her image grainy and pixelated. We'd admitted Madeline at 8:23 p.m. A little girl, no more than 6, her face covered in blood. She'd taken a nasty fall down the stairs.
Oh.
Dr. Thompson was worried she might develop a subdural hematoma, so we were keeping her for overnight.
Okay.
Ugh, no. She shouldn't be up, I paused, leaning towards the monitor. And where'd she get those clothes? She wasn't wearing the hospital gown we'd put her to bed in.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound like Madeline. Also, where are the parents in this, man? If my kid would be in the hospital, I'd be there. You know, some people, I can understand going home, especially if you're close or staying at a hotel, you know, instead of sleeping in the hospital room, because it's not easy to sleep with at night. But I think it's different for a kid, like one of your kids, you know?
No, she was wearing a black dress, white stockings, and shiny black shoes, as if she were all dressed up for church.
With no hospital gown.
And she kept whipping her head back and forth, as if expecting someone to come down the hallway. Well, are you going to go get her or not? Olga said, looking up from her phone. Yeah, I'll get her. I pushed the chair out, leapt up, and speed walked down the hallway. Madeline? I called as I rounded the corner. My breath caught in my throat.
Uh-oh.
There was no one there. I walked up to her room. Madeline? I called, poking my head in. She was sleeping peacefully in bed, in her hospital gown, with her IV still attached.
Well, how did they know it was Madeline, or how did they think it was Madeline? Is it Madeline's spirit because Madeline is about to cross over? It didn't seem... She took a nasty fall. Well, subdural hematoma, it could have been. Or is it just another random spirit?
Weird. I walked back to the nurse's station. I couldn't help but feel a bit unsettled. I know kids sometimes do freaky shit, but there's no way a 6-year-old could reattach an IV.
Right.
I plopped back down at the nurse's station. Olga raised her eyebrows at me. You found her? Yeah. She's sleeping in her room. I leaned towards her and lowered my voice. This is going to sound really weird, but I don't think she ever got out of bed. Ooh, spooky, she said with a grin. Maybe she's possessed by that slime thing you wouldn't shut up about last week.
Slime thing?
Back to texting. I narrowed my eyes at her. That's not something to joke about. Oh, really? What are you going to do? Murder me? She held up her hands in front of her. I'm so scared. I rolled my eyes and turned back to reading about the half-mermaid that apparently washed up on the shores of Lake Erie. Psh, I can't believe people actually believe this stuff, I thought. It was 3:40 a.m. when it happened again. I happened to look up at the hallway, and the security monitor caught my eye. Madeline was standing just outside her door, in her dress and stockings.
Dang.
Except, she looked scared this time. Look, it's Madeline again, I said, poking Olga. As I said it, one of the lights flickered out at the far end of the hallway. The video feed grew darker. Olga looked up from her texting. Who was she even texting after 3 a.m.? And followed my gaze. Oh, it's the little demon girl again. I narrowed my eyes at her. If you think all of this is so funny, you go check on her.
Exactly. Like I was about to say, like, first of all, just call me on the cell and walk down the hall or grab a walkie-talkie or something so we can communicate, because there's obviously some sort of story crossing going on here. I could see her on the camera. You could see her. on the camera, but I didn't see her down the hall. We're gonna get this sorted out right now, girl.
Her eyes widened a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
She slowly got up, taking as long as humanly possible. Then she disappeared down the hallway. I turned back to the video feed. Another light had gone out at the end of the hall. The video was darker and grainier now, but I could still make out Madeline's little form standing in front of the room, barely more than a silhouette. Click. Another light went out. Then another.
Oh, dang.
And another. The hallway was quickly engulfed in darkness until the only light on was the one above Madeline's door. Well, crap, I muttered to myself. We're going to need an electrician.
No, you're gonna need a priest or an exorcist because Madeline turning the lights off to kill Olga.
The last dregs of my iced coffee. When I put the cup down, I saw it. My blood ran cold. It was a shadow. A grainy, pixelated silhouette, roiling and shifting in the darkness.
Oh,
At first, I thought it was Olga, coming from the other end of the hallway. It wasn't. It was too tall, stretching from the ceiling to the floor.
Wow.
I leaned into the monitor. What the hell? The shadow got darker, larger. It slowly bled out of the darkness and into the light of the hall, right next to Madeline. It was so dark and subtle, I thought it might be just some trick of the camera, some error of the low light.
Right.
But Madeline saw it too, because she was backing away, stretching her arms over the open hospital room door, shaking her head violently. The shadow advanced. Beep, beep, beep. My eyes snapped away from the security system to the nurse's console. No. Madeline's vitals were plummeting. Her heart rate, blood pressure. I shot up and sprinted down the hallway.
Oh no. Wait. Yeah, I think I was right earlier. Did that just happen? The spirit is trying to take Madeline's soul.
Olga had just gotten there, her hand on the doorknob. Half the hallway was dark, just like in the feed, but no tall shadow like I'd seen, no Madeline standing in the hallway. Call Dr. Thompson, I screamed. She's in trouble. I flew past her into the room. Madeline lay still and motionless on the bed. Her heart had stopped. I ran over, started CPR. Come on, I screamed internally. Please don't take her from us, please. Blip, blip, blip. Her heartbeat returned just as Dr. Thompson rushed in. I fell against a wall and began to sob. We kept Madeline in the hospital for a few more days, but I don't think we needed to. She seemed to recover quickly. As I checked her vitals to release her, I'd nearly forgotten all about the shadow. How are you feeling? I asked her as I took her blood pressure. Great, Madeline said. She turned to her parents. She saved me. Aw, it was nothing. She glanced at me. Not you, she said condescendingly. Maggie. Maggie? I furrowed my eyebrows at her. Ungrateful little kid. Who's Maggie? Madeline's mother uneasily stared at the floor. Her father wrapped an arm around her and coughed strangely. Okay then. We're all set, I said, ripping off the blood pressure cuff.
She talking about
Yay,
the ghost?
She squealed. She grabbed her mom's hand, and the two of them walked into the hallway, but the father stayed behind. Thank you so much for everything, he said, with a smile. As I understand it, you saved Madeline's life. No, that was Maggie, I said, rolling my eyes. He coughed again, strangely. The curiosity bit into me. Completely overstepping my bounds as a nurse, I asked, Who's Maggie? Her imaginary friend? He sighed heavily. Sort of. When my wife was pregnant with Madeline, she was actually pregnant with twins. My heart stopped.
Oh, dang.
Identical twins, but one of them passed away in the womb. He continued. We told Madeline, since we don't believe in keeping secrets, but it appears we made a mistake. Little Madeline has an overactive imagination, always talks about Maggie, as if she's actually still with us.
Dang.
He coughed again, strangely, and I realized it was to stop an impending sob. He reached out to shake my hand. Thank you so much again.
So Maggie was the little girl's sister, Madeline's sister, and Maggie was protecting Madeline from the evil spirit trying to get to her.
He turned and followed his family down the hallway, but all he could think about was the little girl, who looked exactly like Madeline, standing outside her door.
Twin sister. Wow, man. I got real goosebumps, dude. That's so good, guys. Make sure to head on over to Spook's channel. Such an awesome storyteller. And make sure to subscribe to this channel if you like reaction videos like this too, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.